Steve, thanks for joining us. 2-1 Kings Langley, 1-2 even, Kings Langley. Grand out result, late winner. We all got a bit excited, didn't we? But good win in the end, wasn't it?
Well, we could have been 3 down and could have been 4 up. So it's a strange game. We didn't start particularly well, and obviously we had to slightly tinker with the system after about 20-25 minutes because they had that overload in midfield. So that sort of settled the game down a little bit for us. All of a sudden, people had, jobs to do that they could latch onto the opposition and stop the opposition playing, and then obviously, try and get us into the game. And thankfully, it worked. We, as the game wore on, we gradually got more of a grip on proceedings. And second half, albeit yes, we've hit the post twice. We've had 3 or 4 excellent opportunities. They also, at 1-1 after we just scored, went through, clean through on goal, 1-on-1, and missed. So no, it's Marvin isn't the only one who misses 1-on-1. So which is which is nice. No, he knows I'm only joking anyway. But no, it was, I suppose we had that little bit of luck when we needed it. But then I think in the end, we earned a little bit of luck with the way that we played the last, certainly the second half of the game. And I say you do start to think when the ball hits the post twice and comes out, and it comes out to us as well. It didn't go out to them; it came to us. And somehow someone's tried to read it a little bit early, or they've got underneath it like Yemi did slightly, and it got caught under his feet. And you're just thinking, not sure this is ever going to happen today. And it really was a game that we really did need to win, just to keep ourselves in the playoff picture, so to speak. And no disrespect to them, but they are a team that on the day we should have been good enough to beat, even with the amount of people that we have missing. And when the 2 lads went off, you're a goal down. It was a dreadful decision by the referee to give the penalty. Josh was nowhere near him, and I mean that's the most vehement that I've ever seen Josh. I've never seen him react like that. So I knew he was telling the truth. I knew it was never a penalty, so I just went with Josh because Josh just wouldn't lie. There's no way that Josh would remonstrate in such as I say, strong terms as he did if it was. So it was a tough start, certainly. And you're looking at it thinking, well, we've got 2 players that have come off injured. We're a goal down to a dreadful decision. Sort of scratching your head thinking, I didn't think it could get any worse from last week. And it just has. But no, we pulled ourselves around. We got through it in the end.
And Diaz and Fitchett both had to depart in the first half. And any news on their condition?
Well, Diaz, I think possibly might be down to a bit of fatigue and a bit of tiredness. We're hoping it isn't going to be too long. Fitch is another hamstring, unfortunately. So, grimace on your face says it all. Probably 3 to 4 weeks, I suppose. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's slightly disconcerting because he actually looked okay in the game. Fitch started it quite well, and it's taken us a long time for us to get his fitness levels back to where they need to be. That little bit of sharpness, and suddenly, you get him back in. You think, okay, now we've got a Dan Fitch that's going to cause people problems. He looks strong, he looked robust, and 30 minutes gone, and all of a sudden you're looking up and he's holding his hamstring and grimacing, and you're thinking, no, please, no. But there we go. As I said, we got through it in the end, and we managed to get clutch a victory, and it was a fantastic goal, wasn't it? It really was. After everything that we've been through, the ups and downs of the games, it really was a roller coaster ride. Didn't expect us to get another chance in the game after Devon had sort of like just pulled his chance wide in about the 85th or 86th, and then Charlie turns up, and it really is an unbelievable finish. Incredible finish.
A little word on Sam Ashton. I thought he did everything but score yesterday. He did hit the post as well. I thought he won the ball several times as well. I thought he played really well, just didn't score.
He and that's probably been the story of his season so far. Sam's played very, very well in a lot of games, but as you say, he's not quite managed to get on the score sheet, and that wasn't for the lack of trying yesterday. I know that. as you say, he's a real standout for us. You know, he played up there, took on the role of the number one, obviously, and helped young Devon through the game, and you know he did well as well. As I say, I just thought it was fantastic, Sam. I'm glad you brought that up, because if you hadn't, I probably would have, because I thought he was a real standout for us yesterday. And he was really unlucky again. I mean, that's hit inside the post, could have gone anywhere, and you know twice it's come out. So he was unlucky, but he'll keep going, and he will get his just desserts, you know, sooner rather than later.
We mentioned Devon earlier. He got the assist for the first goal. I'm not sure who the assist was for the second. I was jumping around like a loon just after that went in, so I kind of missed it. But certainly Devon played very well when he came on, and as I say, assisted Knowles for that first goal. Yeah,
it was a nice turn, wasn't it? And then he showed a lot of composure getting to the byline. And what I liked about it was he didn't panic. He's actually put it into an area where, you know, he can't see anyone because there's a plethora of bodies, but he's just put it into an area where he knows it's going to cause a problem. And thankfully, Ollie was there, arriving late like he did in the first half, but this time he's put it away. A much harder chance, I've got to say, than the one in the first half. The one in the first half was like a yard out. He's just got to clip it past the keeper. This time he's got a sea of bodies in front of him. He's also got the keeper to beat. And he said to me after the game, so relieved I scored that after that miss in the first half. I said, that's fine, Ollie. No problem, mate. I thought he was another one who did really well on the day as well. So I was pleased with him again.
Yeah, you mentioned Charlie Davis's finish, and yeah, we were all jumping around a little bit in that 90th minute. It was fantastic.
Well, I think did you not have 11 players on different parts of your body?
Not quite. They all flew past me, and we screamed at each other a little bit. So yeah, I was just in the right spot.
I thought you were in the centre of the scrum, mate.
So Wednesday, we're off to Tiverton. Obviously, we've still got the injury list to deal with, but what's the plan? Where are we going with it? Another win.
The plan is that we keep our fingers crossed that we get a couple back, and see where we go. As you said, see where we go. I think we really will need a couple back. It's going to be very difficult to ask that side, you know, with no substitutes. You know, Shawnee wasn't fit to come on. Obviously, the goalkeeper's still not fit, even though they're both on the bench. So we didn't have anybody left. That was it. You know, if we hadn't brought, you know, if Devon hadn't come in, we wouldn't have been able to play, you know, with 11 players sadly. So it is, you know, we are. There's no room for manoeuvre now. That is that we've got 11 fit players at the football club now, and I think we've probably got away with it a little bit Saturday. You know, with all due respect to them, and they are a lovely football club. The manager's top guy, you know, he's really gracious after the game, but they're not one of the better sides in the league, and that's not me speaking out of turn. So, you know, it sort of fell for us okay. That's not going to be the case at Tiverton. We wouldn't be able to play like we did Saturday and get a result at Tiverton. So we're going to need a couple back, hopefully. And if the couple that are close do make it, then I think we'll have a side to go and have a proper game with them. But it will all depend on, as I say, a couple of lads getting fit.
I put a tweet out shortly after the game yesterday, the lads in the huddle at the end of the game there, and I was saying about the effort and the work rate that those lads put in, and I think that's what maybe tilted it on Saturday's game, and that's what we're going to have to rely on on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean they're a fit group. You know, we'd like to think that you know everybody sort of understands where they need to be. In relation to their preparation, their fitness levels, what they need to do to be at their best when they play. It's been a frustrating season so far. There's no doubt about that. You know, you've got I think, as we say, we all know about the injury situation, which is at times just been, you know, very, very difficult to understand exactly, you know, why this is happening like it is. I mean, there are other sides in the league that are having injuries, there's no doubt about that, and injuries are up, which you would expect after that sort of time out, but nowhere near. I don't think there's anybody who can get anywhere near what's going on ours, and it's you know, to be where we are. Okay, we went out the FA Cup last week. You know, not because we weren't good enough, but because, you know, we've that one incident in the game, and that was the same against Truro. And, you know, and unfortunately, there are extenuating circumstances, you know, with the home game against Wimborne. But, you know, when we've approached the game right, and we've kept 11 men on the field, and, you know, even with the injury list that we've got, we've done okay. You know, I think we've been able to hold our own. I don't think we're the finished article by any stretch of imagination. I think we still need, you know, one or two players that can take us to the next level. So, you know, I think there's still work to be done, certainly. But at this stage, you know, bearing in mind everything that we've had to contend with, you know, where we are is okay. We're not setting the world light, we know that, but to be where we are is that's okay. That's fine.
Brilliant. Right. Thank you very much, Steve, for joining us. And we'll leave it there, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Will do. Look forward to it, Ian. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, then. Bye.